Two giants, one board. One is considered the GOAT, and the other is called a speed demon. A rivalry that's defined a generation of modern chess, from Blitz and Rapid over to classical chess and now even freestyle chess. They battled in every thinkable format, and surely every encounter was something special, something unique, something great. Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura. Not just names, but legacies clashing over and over again. This story goes back more than a decade. Magnus Carlsen, the prodigy from Norway, was dominating classical chess, while Hikaru Nakamura, the American speed chess king, was building his empire online and over the board. Magnus had the higher classical ratings, but Hikaru never backed down. Their games were always intense, each one with a personal edge, especially in faster time controls, where Hikaru often closed the gap.
Hikaru's gonna make it happen, isn't he?
G5.
Oh,
G5.
oh!
Rook F4.
Rook F4. Move!
Oh my gosh, do the ladder. Queen.
C8 queen. No, he doesn't have enough time. Hikaru made it.
Over. It's over.
No,
He's
that's
not
it.
doing this
It's
time.
over.
You see, Hikaru recognized it. He wins the speed chess championship. Magnus gives a little bit clap for Hikaru Nakamura.
They faced each other in countless formats: classical, rapid, blitz, and now freestyle chess, and their rivalry grew more and more over the years. So let's take a closer look to some epic encounters between those two chess monsters. Their classical game at the London Chess Classic 2011 was one of their first big fights. In an equal game with both players keeping the balance, Magnus ground out a win in a long endgame, showing why he's the endgame master. He slowly outplayed Hikaru move by move. After 41 moves, Hikaru cracked, not from blunders, but from Magnus' relentless grind. This wasn't flashy, it was pure domination. Magnus turned nothing into a win. Another epic match was at the 2024 Norway Chess Tournament, where Hikaru managed to beat Magnus in an Armageddon tiebreaker. After their classical game concluded in a 20-move draw, the match proceeded to the Armageddon format, where Nakamura, playing white, managed to outpace Carlsen on the clock in a tense endgame. In this endgame, Hikaru had a clear advantage and played a perfect match up to move 36, where he played a big blunder, allowing Magnus to come back in the game.
White, yet it's not easy against Magnus, and oh my god, he doesn't see it. He played Queen B4.
Look at this, Magnus.
And Rook D4. I don't think Hikaru saw that move.
He did not.
Oh my god!
The head shake shows that he did not see this. If the rook is captured, there's knight e2, fork, picking up the queen.
And he sees that he has to take D2 now. Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Did everything perfectly, Hikaru, for 35 moves. On the 36th move, he slipped, he blundered. This should be a draw.
I am just shocked here. Hikaru played brilliantly.
Magnus with black only needed a draw to win the match.
Remember, a draw wins as black. All he has to do is hold this game to win in the Armageddon format.
But in the final moments, Carlsen ran out of time.
But Magnus might flag. He almost flagged. He wasn't down to 1 second, and there's only 1 second. He's about to flag again.
Wow, Magnus
Hikaru trying to
edge.
Handing Nakamura the victory.
He lost flag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, the reaction of Magnus.
What in the world did we
Cannot
just see?
believe it.
Magnus is like, he knows that he should have held it. Hikaru comes back sheepishly like, oh man, I don't know what happened there. Magnus smiles.
So I'm a little bit annoyed about my technique from the Armageddon game, but I think in general I got a pretty good position in that one, and I think I controlled my nerves and I used my time very well. So pretty happy with the result. The way I got it wasn't great, but you know, that's Armageddon.
Then, of course, we have to talk about all their clashes in the chess.com era. Chess boomed, and especially online chess reached a whole new level. From 2017 to 2023, they met constantly in speed chess championships. Carlsen usually edged him out, but Hikaru always kept it close.
Hashimon, Hikaru had forced mate, and it's a draw by agreement. And it's the match.
He offers a draw, a gentleman's draw, and I mean, what a finish. It literally comes down to the last game.
These two brought millions of viewers into online chess. The balance between the two is clearly in Magnus' favor. In classical games, Magnus Carlsen beat Hikaru Nakamura 14-1 with 28 draws. And if we look at the shorter time formats, like Blitz and Bullet, the stats are also quite one-sided. Each match had its own flavor.
This craziness is happening with the qualification. It's kind of, what? And Magnus goes, King E, don't do this, don't do
And
this.
Hikaru laughs. And King E7.
King E7 finally, and now King E2 draw. King E2, King E7 draw or what?
Look at Hikaru, Peter. He can't stop.
Magnus with his deep prep and psychological stamina. Hikaru with raw calculation, explosive openings and lightning speed. No one else pushed Magnus this consistently. And vice versa, but always with a certain level of respect between the two. Now it's 2025 and we're in Paris for the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam final, where classical meets chaos. No openings to memorize, just raw creativity. And guess who made it to the final? In the semis, Magnus dismantled Fabiano Caruana with positional genius in random setups. Hikaru, on the other hand, eliminated the young German prodigy Vincent Keimer. After having a tough time in the first Grand Slam, being eliminated in the quarterfinal and questioning his brain function.
No, I mean it's. I wish I had something better to say, but I'm at a loss for words. Like I'm actually at a loss for words. I have nothing I can even say about this. It's just. Yeah, something's wrong with my brain. It just doesn't work the way it once did.
Hikaru made a big comeback by first winning the American Cup Blitz and Classical, and then eliminating the winner of the first Freestyle Chess Grand Slam in Waisenhaus. In game 1 of the final, Magnus played with white, and of course was the one to put pressure on Hikaru. The game was even, and everyone thought it will end in a draw. Until Hikaru played a heartbreaking blunder.
And yet here it is. The defensive mastery on display, of course, had to be given an opening. No! I said it at just the wrong moment.
Oh my goodness.
He realized it and was confused.
He was right there.
And he's about to resign.
And realization sets in.
Even Magnus couldn't understand what was going on.
And he knows it, and Magnus knows it as well. That it's all turned around in a matter of one move.
And felt bad for Hikaru. So the score now was 1-0.
Entered day 2 on even footing. There's the handshake. Magnus Carlsen, the world #1, takes down Hikaru Nakamura in day 1 of our finals here in Paris, France.
In game 2, Hikaru had the white pieces and was forced to attack to gain some advantage. But Magnus showed his defending skills and played a perfect game. Both players played with an incredible accuracy of 98, resulting in a solid draw and giving Magnus the title.
And there you have it. Draw offered. Magnus about to win the Paris Slam, and there it is.
It is more than just a match. It's a symbol of how chess has evolved from classical dominance to the rise of online blitz and now into the freestyle frontier. It's the El Clásico of chess. Another thing we want to mention is the respect they give each other even though they are big rivals. Like, Magnus has said straight up,
yeah, fair enough. This guy is just a beast. I always thought that he was somewhat better than I was at Bullet, but that he was like this much better, I didn't realize. And yeah, it's insanely impressive.
That's not something he throws up lightly. He knows how dangerous Hikaru is, especially in Blitz and Bullet, and he's not shy to admit it. And on the flip side, Hikaru constantly gives credit to Magnus. He's called him probably the greatest classical player ever.
Who do you think is the greatest chess player of all time?
Magnus Carlsen.
Absolutely true.
Even when they disagree on stuff, like formats or online drama, Hikaru never denies how good Magnus is.
Because he has the best natural feel and ability for the game of chess by a big margin, it's honestly not even close. So you don't actually want to play a game against him. You want to go into these long computer lines. You want to try and prepare super hard. The last thing you want against Magnus is to actually play chess.
That's what we love about their rivalry. It's not fake beef or trash talk for the cameras. It's two elite players pushing each other to the limit and still showing respect where it's due. And honestly, that's what makes their game so fun to watch. You know, both of them are showing up at 100%. And even though they want to crush each other, deep down, they've got mad respect. So what do you think about the rivalry between those two chess titans? And who are you rooting for? Let us know in the comments. Also leave a like if you love watching their games. And subscribe to our channel for more exciting chess content. Thanks for watching, bye!